Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back to Therapy with Miss T, where I'm Miss T and I'm here to give you guys a message as always, okay? I hope everyone is blessed, safe, and well. This is Therapy with Miss T, where we keep it real, raw, and uncut, but I always let you guys know I am not a therapist, okay? If you need help, feel free to reach out to someone to get the help that it is that you need. There's nothing wrong with speaking with someone, there's nothing wrong with getting help, and there's nothing wrong with getting therapy, okay? But if you need to speak to someone, reach out to a counselor, someone at your church, someone that you trust, an aunt, an uncle, a school counselor, therapist, anyone, okay? If any of you would like to book a personal one-on-one intuitive therapy session with me, Miss T, feel free to email me at allthingsspiritual444 at gmail.com. Other than that, how are you guys doing this evening? All right. So, yeah, I have a message for someone at this time. And I want to get it out before I go to sleep because I just want to put it out, right? So maybe there's something about getting something out or putting something out or doing something before you lay down, or just trying to get something done, or just getting something out there, okay? But nonetheless, as I always say, the Most High came through, right? So praise to the Most High first and foremost. Praise. But nonetheless, right, I kept being drawn to a vision. Okay, so every day is not your day, every message is not your message, but if you've helped one, you've helped some. So I hope that this message helps someone. But yeah, guys, so the Most High kept showing me a vision of the movie. You remember the movie? Of course, some of you, most of you remember this movie, but it's a childhood movie, and I kept being drawn to the Lion King, okay? Yes, I kept being shown a vision of a scene from the movie The Lion King, and this is how the Most High was giving it to me. This is how I'm going to break it down, all right? So, you remember the part of the movie where Mufasa, right, was holding was having Simba, right? And all the animals were gathering, all the animals, the zebras, everyone was coming together, right? It was a unit, it was a family, it was like everyone was coming together. It was a tradition. Thank you, Spirit. It was tradition. And everyone was coming together for what? The birth of Mufasa's son, Simba, for this new child. Everyone was getting together. So maybe there's something about coming together. Maybe there's something about a child. Maybe there's something about the birth, okay? But this is how the Most High was giving it to me. I kept seeing the vision of Mufasa when he was holding Simba. And he held Simba up, right? And as he was holding Simba up, all the other animals were looking up to Simba and Mufasa. They looked up at what? Basically the king, right? They were looking up at Mufasa at that time. And that's how the Most High was giving it to me. But there was one person not in attendance, right? And that was Scar, his brother. So for some of you guys around this time, there could be something about rivalry. There could be something about a brother rivalry, or a sibling rivalry, or there's something about someone that wasn't in attendance, right? They didn't show up. They didn't want to be there for such an occasion. They didn't want to be there for such a time as this. They didn't show up for something that was so important, right? That's how the Most High was giving it to me. But then I was also getting it as, for some of you guys, there are some people that are going to come together because they look up to you, and there is someone that does not like it, right? As we all know, Scar was what? Jealous of Mufasa. He didn't want Mufasa to have the position that he had. He even killed his own brother. So for some of you guys around this time, just know that there are some people that are looking up to you. They see you as this leader. They see you as someone that can lead. They see you as someone that sees and knows the way. But there's also someone that is jealous and not happy that it is you. So this could either be someone in your family. because that was his brother. This could be someone in your circle. This could be someone around you. This could be someone that just didn't want to be in attendance. They didn't want to celebrate you. They didn't want to celebrate something that you were doing. Maybe this is even with a child. Maybe someone wasn't in attendance of a celebration for your child. But for whoever this message is for, the way the Most High gave it to me is that they are looking up to you, and there's someone on the sidelines that is jealous, right? And we all know ultimately Simba grew up to what? Defeat his uncles. So there could be something about a child. Maybe someone's going to grow up to defend the family, or defend the legacy, or defend something involving traditions, right? Maybe this is a family tradition. Maybe this is how something has been done. But nonetheless, the way the Most High kept giving it to me is that they are going to look up to you. Why? Because you are the leader, thus saith the Lord. And after I kept being drawn to the scene where Mufasa was holding Simba, as in like, look, right? And all the creatures were coming together and everyone was looking up, I then heard the word exposure, okay? Exposure. And as we all know, exposure is to reveal something or for something to come out. So for some of you guys around this time, there's going to be something that is going to come out. Whether this be that there was someone in your circle, family, friends, someone in the community, there was someone that was on the sidelines and they were jealous of whatever it is that you were doing. Whether you were running something, running your I wanted to say congregation. Thank you, Spirit. So maybe you have a congregation, maybe you're leading someone, you're leading a group of people, maybe you congregate with people, maybe you do something, this may be peer group, maybe you're a counselor, maybe you're doing something to help others. Whatever this is in your congregation, whatever it is that you are doing, yes, there is someone that is jealous that others look up to you. And I kept hearing exposure. So it's going to come out. It's going to be exposed. And you're going to know just who this person is, as to why they are so, I'm hearing intimidated. Thank you, Spirit. As to why they are so timid. So is this person shy? Maybe there's something about someone that is shy. Maybe someone is shy. Maybe there's someone that's jealous of you because they're shy. Maybe you're not shy, right? Because if you think about it, Mufasa had to stand in front of everyone else. He wasn't shy. So maybe people look up to you because you're not afraid, you're not shy, you have leader qualities, leader capabilities, and there's someone else that's timid, that's shy, that's jealous of you, or something that you're doing, or something that your child is doing. I was picking up on it in that sense as well. And it's so crazy because the way the Most High kept giving it to me is that for some of you guys, there has been a long line of jealousy, right? Because if you think about it in a sense from the movie, Scar was very, very envious and jealous of his brother. So there could be something here about a brother, a sibling, someone that has been very envious and jealous of you. And this may have been a traditional thing or something that was passed down for many, many traditions, all right? Maybe you were the one that was picked to lead the way, and there was others that were jealous that it was you. Unfortunately, it's real, right? You know, we all can account to saying that we've had a moment where someone has been jealous of us, or envious of us, or hasn't liked us for whatever their reasons, right? Whether good, bad, or indifferent. Even if you haven't done anything, jealousy is real, and envy is real, and the spirits are real. And for some of you guys, these are some of the very people that said some of the most mean, wickedest, evil things about you. They are looking up at you now. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. Okay. I almost forgot. Okay. So the other part of it is they want to take you off that throne. Remember how in a sense the animals looked up at Mufasa and he was up he was right there front and center and everyone else was surrounding him? That's how the Most High kept giving it to me as well. Like, imagine it in a sense, a couple of blocks being built up, and someone just comes and knocks all the blocks down. That's how the Most High was giving it to me, is that there are some people that are not liking the fact that you are in the limelight. There are some people that do not like the fact that you are front and center. And there are some people that do not like that there are others that are looking up to you and following you. Why? Because the Most High God has granted you the permission to lead, and they want to knock whatever it is that you're doing down. They want to also knock you off of what? Your throne, your center, where it is that you stand. So just know in this season and at this time and in these moments that the enemy is also always still going to be conspiring and busy, and will use anyone, even if it's a sibling, a brother, a friend, a family member, to come and try to knock you down, take you out, despite how jealous and envious they are. Some people are really jealous of others' light, right? Some people are really jealous of seeing others stand in the forefront because they feel that it's not fair that God didn't give that position to them. But they don't know why God gave it to you unless they know your heart. And they don't know your heart because God knows your heart. So for some of you guys around this time and in this season, yes, you are meant to stand out. Yes, you are meant to lead, and yes, others are going to look up to you. Why? Because the Most High God has given you leader qualities. You have something you're supposed to be doing. You have a gift. You have a talent. You have a purpose. You have a reason. And whatever this is, whether this is your voice, this is how you speak, this is how you carry yourself, or this is the field that you're going into, this is what you're going to be doing. You are going to stand out. Others are going to look up to you. And there's going to be some people on the sideline that are very, very jealous that you received this position. But if you stay prayed up, as I always tell you, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all things will be added unto you. You have nothing to worry about, right? Because it tells you 1,000 may fall at your left, 10,000 at your right, but it shall not. 1,000 may fall at your right, 10,000 at your left, but it shall not come against you. Okay, so just know that it will not come against you. But yes, the Most High God kept showing me the vision of Simba. So now I'm thinking of the child. So maybe there's something about a child, okay? Maybe there's something about someone's child. Maybe someone is holding their child up, showing their child off, and this is the very child that's going to be used to defend and defeat the enemy. Because what happened with Simba when he grew up? He defeated his jealous, evil, envious uncle that what? Tried to take over the land and do what? Kill, steal, and destroy. He tried to destroy the people that were supposed to be thriving. He tried to destroy where Simba actually came from, and he tried to destroy the kingdom. But that's why Simba went through what? A wilderness season. He had to be alone. He had to be set apart. He had to come out from amongst them. Why? Because he was going to be used for much greater things, and it was to save the very people that once looked up to his father. So for some of you guys around this time, you may be about to go through a wilderness season because you are going to be used to save some of the very people that maybe thought there was no hope, maybe thought there was no way out. You are going to be used to help save them and bring them to the Most High God, to help bring them to God's creations, right? God's what's this coming through? Okay, so I keep being drawn back to the exposure part. Something is going to be Ooh. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, something's going to be revealed, right? Imagine this is how it's being shown to me. Okay. Imagine you're going swimming, right? And you have on these goggles. And as you're going swimming and you're under the water, the goggles are getting filled with the water. So now when you're trying to swim and you're trying to open your eyes, it's burning. You can't see. Your eyes are turning red. It's an annoyance. It's aggravating. Why? Because the water is getting into the goggles that's actually meant to keep the water out. For some of you guys, there's something trying to get in and you're really supposed to be trying to keep it out. Something's meant to keep it out, but it's still trying to come in. Whatever this is, this could be something about money. Thank you, Spirit. This could be something about money. I'm being drawn to that as well. Maybe there's something here that you're not seeing, something with the goggles. Maybe it's time to take them off. Maybe there's something you're not seeing clearly. Someone's trying to do something to your vision when it comes to finances or money. Someone's trying to block something, or you're not seeing something clearly when it comes to something financially or your money. Whatever this is, it's an annoyance. And it's like the water keeps seeping in, but you're meant to keep it out. Something keeps coming in, but you're meant to push it out. And whatever this is, there's someone here that was trying to do something with your money or your finances. And this may even be something about a blockage, all right? I keep hearing spell. Thank you, Spirit. So someone tried to do a money spell. Someone tried to do a money spell. And it's real, you know? Spell work is real. Whether people choose to believe it or not, it's real. Someone could have tried to do some. I'm hearing chant. Thank you, Spirit. Someone said a chant, or someone did something. Whatever this is, I'm even being drawn to a bottle. Wow. Okay, so someone may have put something in a bottle. Whatever this is, they were doing a chant, or they were doing some sort of spell or some sort of ritual. This may have been a money spell. Maybe a drought. Thank you, Spirit. Someone was trying to cause a drought. A drought. Never ending. Someone didn't want it to end. Wow. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so you know the movie, what was Holes, that's what it was called. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so you remember the movie Holes? 555 on the phone. Change. Okay, I keep seeing this number. I cannot escape this number for nothing, y'all, I swear. But okay, anyways, you remember the movie Holes? I was just being drawn to the deserts, right? And how they were walking for miles and miles and miles in the desert, but there was no water, right? There was no water in the desert. It was dry. Like, it was a real drought going on. It was a serious drought going on. And what happens when that drought is going on? You start to see things that may or may not be there. You start to envision things. If you're walking in a desert and it's very, very hot and you've had no water and you're walking for days, you start to see things that may or may not be clear. Well, there's someone that was trying to cause a drought. They were trying to cause a very, very long drought in delay when it comes to your finances and when it comes to your money. Whatever this is or whatever this is about, yes, someone may have done a money spell on you, towards you. This could be anything, to be honest, right? Because people can do spell work on your business. People can do spell work on your finances. People can do spell work on anything. They can do beauty spells. They can do rituals during the moon cycles. They can do things to try to keep you not with the person that you're supposed to be with, right? They can do things to try to keep you from the person you're actually meant to be with on a spiritual level. There are so many different things that people can try to do. It's so unreal, and it's actually sad, but people actually do it. So what you have to do is stay prayed up. Why? Because it tells you you are battling the principalities of darkness, and you will never stop battling them as long as you are here physically in the form that you're in on earth. You will battle them until the day you transition on out. That is what this is. It is a war going on between good and evil, and if you don't see it, you feel it, you sense it, you know it, that spiritually and energetically you are always on a battlefield. You are always fighting for the Most High God. And if you've made a decision and you've picked a side, wow, thank you, Spirit. It's kind of like when Simba had to make that choice. Remember in The Lion King how Simba had to make that decision? He had to decide, okay, I'm going to go back and fight for my people. I'm going to go back and help everyone so that we can get this thing back on the right track, right? For the kingdom. It's kind of like that. You are fighting on the behalf of God. You are fighting on the Most High side, and you have made your decision to go back so that you can help the others, so that you can get the kingdom back to where it's supposed to be. This was already written. This was already predestined. This was already wrote that this is what was going to happen. And you are battling the principalities of darkness, And for some of you guys, yes, there are some very, very, very jealous people that do not want to see you up on that position, and they are trying to knock you down, thus saith the Lord. And they may have even done some spell work along the way to try to keep you from having what it is you're supposed to have and going to where it is you're supposed to go. But we all know the saying that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. So as long as you remain prayed up, as long as you are seeking ye first the kingdom of heaven, as long as you are remembering 2 Timothy 4, as long as you are remembering that Paul said there will be an on season and an off season, as long as you keep staying in that word and you keep focused and you keep seeking God and you keep saying to the Most High, like, help me find my way, show me where I'm supposed to go, show me what I'm supposed to do, lead me, right? Like, lead me, God, to where you want me to be so that I can do what I need to do, so that I can go on the right path and get up out of here and go to the right place when I do leave. So for some of you guys, this is that time where you are being led to where you are supposed to go. And a lot of you are meant to lead, and you're meant to lead others so that they can find their way as well. And yes, there are some people that are not happy you are up in that position. There are some people that are not going to always support, and they're not going to be involved. But you will notice those people that are on the sideline versus the people that are right front and center supporting you. This is that season where you will now see it for what it is, because it's going to be exposed. Anyone that has not been there truly on your behalf, front and center to support, you will know it. Why? Because they're on the sidelines like Scar was, if they're even there, right? They may not even be in attendance. Confirmation. They may not even be in attendance, as that was a confirmation. They may not even show up. So, yeah, guys, that's the message. That's what I got. That's what I got for you. In this season, you guys are about to be lifted. You are going to a place that some other people have not been able to go, and they are not happy about the fact that the Most High God chose you. They want to knock you off of your pedestal, take you out of this position, and unfortunately, it is His will. Well, it's not unfortunate for you, but maybe for them. But thankfully, it is His will be done. And with that being said, just stay prayed up, because 2 Timothy 4, Paul tells you that you will receive your crown if you stay diligent, if you don't give up, and if you overstand and understand that it was already pre-written that you would have an on season and an off season, and that there will also be a moment in time when people were not going to want to listen to your sound doctrine, but eventually they would come to their senses and listen to that sound doctrine. But there's also going to be a time where they listen to what their itching ears want to hear. And this is that season where it's going to be exposed as to who listened to the lies and what their itching ears wanted to hear, and who actually stood there and watched you and stayed by your side and followed you front and center. This is that season where you're going to now really see the separation take place as to who is good and who is not good, and who has the right intentions for you and who doesn't. And this is that season where He said that He will prepare the table amongst your enemies, and that table is being prepared whether they want to see it or not. And as I always say, He also said He would make your enemies a footstool, meaning that they will rest under your feet and your feet will be above them. Why? Because a footstool is a resting place for your feet. And it is time for some of you guys to rest, and you are going into a position where you are going to lead, whether they like to see it or not. So either they're going to see it and they're going to get with it and they're going to accept it, or they're going to be on the sidelines, thus saith the Lord. That's the message. That's what I got. That's what I got for you. So, as always, like I always tell y'all, I hope you guys are working on your vessels. I hope you are staying prayed up, no matter what warfare you're going through, no matter what spiritual attacks are coming your way, no matter what the enemy is trying to do, make you think on a daily basis, no matter how heavy it may seem, how sometimes you feel like you're in a drought and you just need to be replenished, and you're thirsty and you feel like you have nothing. Just know that you always have everything that you need for wherever you are, wherever you're at this very moment in time. Why? Because the Most High God is already there and already at the next place and already ahead of that, because He knows the plans. So no matter what, the plan is the plan, and His plan is what the plan is. And it says on earth as it is in heaven. So everything is going to transpire exactly as it should. Stay prayed up, guys. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven. All things will be added unto you. As always, I appreciate each and every single one of you. I thank each and every single one of you for rocking and rolling with me, Miss T, on another episode of Therapy with Miss T, where we keep it real, raw, and uncut. But I always let you know I am not everyone's cup of tea. This message is not to offend anyone. As always, it is peace be upon you, within you, and all around you. I send you peace and I send you love. If any of you, like I said, would like to book the one-on-one intuitive therapy session, it is all things spiritual 444 at gmail.com. If any of you live in the Atlanta area and would like to book a home, office, apartment, loft cleaning, if you have elderly family, older parents, senior citizens, anyone that you know that just needs some assistance or some help with cleaning, feel free to email me at officerletsgetitclean@gmail.com, where we can discuss, talk, quotes, pricing, and all those good things, okay? So, yeah, guys, until next time, as I always tell y'all, and as always, what we tell them, namaste.